Hey, it says I'm live. I am alive. I feel the pulse. I'm alive. I have a pulse. How is everybody tonight? See, there's 15 people already here in the queue. And we have Plain Fun 42, Captain Billy, of course. Of course, there's the captain. Let me get some things arranged here because I'm a little bit early. What time is it? 6:52, so we have some time yet. I always play you on 1.75 speed. That way you sound exciting. But you are more at that speed. I love these texts I get from you guys. I've gotten some real doozies, I'll tell you. I've gotten some texts that were very interesting. They don't come with a name. They just come with a phone number. And yeah, that's really interesting. Some of these things I get, but all good fun. Diva D, how you doing? Midwest old man. I think we're finally done. Well, I'll tell you what, my coat's on. I have a, look at that. Is that what they call a, when you ladies out there, do you have a husband or boyfriend that likes to keep old shirts with holes in them? I got 2 holes in there. It's my golf shirt. I got a birdie there. Hey, Diva and Noreen, thank you. Rich, how you doing, Rich? Retired 2019. Amarissa, how are you? Kristen is here. How is California weather today? Like I said, I was going to say to Midwest old man, we got 50 degrees today. Yesterday was beautiful, and then today it's 50 and rainy and overcast and just crapola again. And I think the same thing for tomorrow, 58. So that's spring in Cleveland. What are you going to do? Bobby Mosier, how are you? Hey, old radio dude is here from Minnesota. Big Mikey 55, how are you? 280 zone in the house. Cabs looking good. Oh, man, the Cabs are really looking good. I mean, they just wiped out Miami. They just wiped them out today. That was crazy. All right, let me get caught up here. Sue Dishup, how are you? Did you go to the gym today? Was that you? Sanders? Yeah, I know. Diva D, I know. But there's a reason for that, and I understand it. Alton Bunn, how are you? Kathy from Kansas. Julie Joyce, how are you, Julie? Not an NBA fan, but the draft surprised me a bit. It's chilly today, so no cooking out in Lyndhurst. The draft. The only thing and I know a lot of people don't care about football that are on here, but the only thing that was weird was the pick. I think all the picks were good, except for the quarterback, not Sanders, but the other one, the Gabriel. And I used to love Roman Gabriel. Of course, he's not related in any way. I checked that out. I went on Chat GPT and said, hey, is this Dylan Gabriel related to anybody, or I should say to Roman Gabriel, who was an LA Rams quarterback way back when. And when I was growing up, I liked the Rams and I liked Roman Gabriel as quarterback. And I think he went to another team, maybe Philadelphia. But he's not related. But he can't even reach the top shelf. I mean, he's so short. He's only like 5'11", and that's probably a stretch. Like, you have a 5'10" quarterback. Just reminds me of Colt McCoy, and I'm just not crazy about that pick. And then they pick him over Sanders, which that's just crazy. But let's see what happens. You got to keep the good shirts with the holes. That's right. Well, it's my brown shirt, so it's my brownie elf, and I think they let the records from, how'd that work now? The Browns for like 4 or 5 years in a row were champions. And, back in the Frank Ryan days and Jim Brown days, and they were, maybe even before Jim Brown, they were champions. No, it was a Jim Brown, right? And they just recognized those records. So I have to look that up again, but that's kind of interesting that they combined those records now with the NFL. So some people, I think, like our tight end, he actually dropped his Njoku, his catches and yards. Actually, he fell out of one place to somebody else who was playing way back when. So it's real interesting. I have to look and see how that affected all the other teams. Hey, Mary Albert, how are you? Browns had a great, top pick from Michigan. I know it's always weird when they get somebody from Michigan. So you're rainy in California. Well, at least you're probably still warm. JNP 96, how are you? Pack NW just attended another retirement dinner last night from my old office. Well, those are always fun. I got invited. I got a text from somebody that they're having gyros on May 2nd, I think it is. And they invited me out for gyro lunch. And I said, okay, so am I cooking? No. Am I bringing the meat? No. I said, okay, I'll go. Hey, Jen, how are you? 70 in North Carolina. That's nice. Verify that you're on live chat. I am. 73 Spokane. Really? You're at 73 in Spokane? That's pretty good. Oh, no gym today, huh, Sue? Oh, Pack, you're at in Oregon. Why is this shaking? Let me set this up here better. Yeah, my table's crooked. Something's crooked. Brenda, Endorphin Seeker, Southern California. Cool. Rod Starks, how are you? Katie Z in the house. Roman Gabriel played. Yeah, he did play for the Eagles. That's right, Rich. You would know. You're Philadelphia, and you would know he did play. That was at the end of his career, I think. But it was just a guy that when I grew up, there was two things I remember growing up watching football besides the Browns and Bill Nelson, and mostly Leroy Kelly. Jim Brown was. I think Jim Brown left for the movies in '65 or '66 or something. But I remember Leroy Kelly. I remember Bill Nelson, Don Cockcroft, of course, and even Lou Groza. But growing up, my favorite team was the Rams because of Roman Gabriel. And then the 1972, when I was 12 years old, the 72 Dolphins. I mean, that was a big thing back then. It was a 14-game season, I believe. And now, I don't know if it was preseason or not. I don't remember all the details of 72, but when Miami went all the way, that was a big thing in my house. I mean, my stepfather really liked, he followed that. And every time he would have the TV on, he'd say, hey, look, they're one win away from, and I thought that was pretty cool. Arlene, how are the Guardians doing? Pretty good. I think they just beat Boston in the first game of a doubleheader today. They're doing all right. Been washed a few hundred times. So comfy. Yeah. Especially when you get a nice shirt. Yeah, exactly. Angela Land, how are you doing? Carlos. How you doing? Carlos, I saw your email. I didn't respond to it yet. I'll respond. Hey, Pam, how are you doing? Carl Litt. Happy short quarterback day. That's right. Carl, thanks for filling in last week when Captain Billy couldn't make it. You did a fine job filling in for him. Hey, Pam. Yep, TM. Browns did take Sanders. Yes, they did. You know what? The reason I won't talk too much about football. Yes, we will. But the reason I think the reason the Browns took him first, if you read the reports where Brian Daboll, who used to be with the Browns, I think he was our offensive coordinator, and I really like Brian Daboll. Of course, he's the head coach of the Giants now and has been for a couple of years. And according to the reports, Daboll likes to kind of, pick on people, almost like Gruden used to do. If you ever watch those John Gruden shows, he would get the quarterbacks in the room and he would say, draw up a play or do this, or what would you do in this situation? And I guess Sanders just failed that miserably. And not only that, kind of got a little arrogant back to Brian Daboll, is the reports. And when you're a rookie trying to get your foot in the door, basically, you need to take that chip off your shoulder. You need to take that chip off your shoulder. And otherwise, you're not getting drafted. And I don't know if that was the case totally, but I mean, because he's got some skills, but he was sacked. I heard he was sacked 94 times. He wouldn't release the ball. And so maybe he's got some bad things about him, but all players do. And I think that his just arrogance turned some people off, and that spread around to everybody. Now, the reason the Browns took him, I think, was because Pittsburgh, who really doesn't have a quarterback, Justin Fields is gone. The guy from Seattle who went there, what was his name? He's gone. They're waiting on Aaron Rodgers, but he hasn't signed yet. So they need a quarterback. And I think Pittsburgh, who would have drafted, I think they would have drafted him if the Browns didn't move up to get him. And can you imagine if Sanders turned into something good in Pittsburgh and he's playing the Browns twice a year? I mean, the finger pointing at the Browns would just be relentless. So I really believe that Pittsburgh was going to take him, and I believe the Browns had to take him just for that fact. Now, he's going to come cheap. We got 5 quarterbacks in the room right now. They're not all going to be there. So it's going to be interesting how they play this out, but I think they had to take him. I kind of nothing ventured, nothing gained kind of a thing. And I think it might turn out okay, but if it doesn't, who really cares? It's a 5th-round pick or whatever. Who cares? Not many 5th-round picks make it in the NFL anyway, so who cares? But let's see what happens. Bill Green, cold and wet Nebraska. Dale Kellogg, you didn't miss me. Here we are. Hope your YouTube makes some bundle and you don't have to do anything else for a job. Well, I just put a video out today talking about that because it's not just a job, it's an adventure. Yeah, I didn't coin that phrase, of course. One of the branches of the service did, but you'll have to watch the latest video I did. I posted it probably an hour ago. Basically, I've changed my motto. I'm not retired anymore. I'm between jobs. And if that means I never get another job, I'm between jobs. But the focus of that video was basically saying that with the blank slate that I have right now, I can do anything I want. And if I choose to go work somewhere for a little bit and then quit, or I just signed up to walk dogs at the local kennel. I just went to an open house for about an hour and a half. Not a training session, but kind of an information sharing meeting. And I signed up for that. I saw it posted and on Facebook. So I went over there, and there's about 10 of us there. And they're looking for dog walkers, cage cleaners. So, those are just things you can just do, all these different things. Get out of your comfort zone and, working. No, I don't want to work. But, hey, like I said in the video, if I go to Home Depot and I load your mulch in your trunk, I did something. I volunteered, and I got paid for that volunteering, basically. Now, the dog thing is strictly volunteer. There's no money exchange there, unless I get a dog or something. But yeah, you just, you can do a lot of different things. And if you do it and you don't like it, you stop doing it. So, I mean, that's what's the greatest thing about, and that's what I said in the video. For the first time in 18 months now, I don't have anybody telling me what to do. I don't have a school teacher. I don't have a boss besides Mrs. Buzz. I don't have anybody telling me what I have to do. And that's one of the top 5 things of retirement. Blank canvas, paint when I want, how I want, what color I want, what size I want. It's great. So it's not about the work thing. It's about being able to do that if I choose. So I'm not retired. I'm between jobs. 70 in Cottonwood, Arizona. Heading back to Tucson in the morning. What are you doing in Cottonwood? It's a federal office. Where'd I go? It's a federal office. 6 people retired with 5 months. A couple of them have opted for early retirement. 64 degrees and rainy in New England. We need, you still have a drought there. Okay. Thanks for your recent video. I'm not retired. I'm in a long-term meeting with myself. Yeah. That's the one I just did. Heard that the kid the Browns just signed had a car accident, shattered his pelvis. I don't think so, but enjoying your videos from Australia. Yeah, Peter, how are you? And Australia, are you guys going into wintertime now? Are you in fall? Like you're the opposite seasons of the U.S., I think. Am I right or wrong? Larry Zonka was our hero. Yep, Larry Zonka and Jim Kick. Yep. And who's the quarterback? Bob Greasy, right? Old Bob Greasy. Gracie and SATX. How are you? How's their defensive tack? What, Carlos? What do you mean? Hi, Sherry. How's that defensive? Oh, defensive tackle. Yeah, I don't know. They just need somebody kind of like Gerald Warren, somebody to plug up the middle, chase the quarterback, so Myles Garrett can get some opportunity. I really thought they would take Carter, Abdullah Carter, at number 2, because if that'd be scary to have Myles on one side and Carter on the other. But here's something they didn't like about him either. Now I know he had a foot fracture or something was wrong with his foot. So maybe he's going to be an injured player. I don't know. And maybe the docs didn't like that. Stress fractures in your feet, they can be around for a long time. So could be. Who knows? I like the tight end. I think they got the tight end from Bowling Green. He seems like he's going to be pretty good. And he's got the same hair as Njoku. He's got the blonde black hair. It's kind of cool looking. And then they picked a couple running backs. They got the Ohio State running back. And then they picked another guy up from another kid from, I think, Alabama, was it? So I think their draft was pretty good. They didn't get an offensive lineman, which I wish they would have. But they can pick those guys up in undrafted players. They'll pick up a few. There's no replacing Captain Billy. Jerry Wells, how are you? I remember all the 1972 Dolphins. Greasy, Zonka, Upremia, yeah. Nick Buonacana, yep. New England Patriots drafted Ohio State running back. Yeah, they got because Mike Vrabel's there. Now, Mike Vrabel, who's the coach of New England, he was with the Browns last year, kind of just helping Kevin Stefanski out a little bit, knowing that he was going to get another chance at a head coach job. I think he knew that. And Mike Vrabel went to Ohio State. So he's got that connection. And that kid that they drafted, he's pretty good too. Both running backs were pretty good. So he's going to do good. He's going to do really well in New England. The Dion Circus will be coming to town. That's the only thing I don't like about the pick. We don't need that. Not after we had all the stupid Johnny Manziel crap, the Baker Mayfield crap, with Odell Beckman's father saying, my son's wide open and Baker doesn't throw to him. Man, I don't need all that. I mean, back in the old days, you never heard that crap. But they're all prima donnas now. So yeah, and then you had you got Manziel, you got the Baker, you had there was one other quarterback. Of course, Deshaun Watson. So, I don't want to see headlines with these guys every week. It just takes away from the rest of the team. I don't like it. So yeah, that was one of the drawbacks of getting Sanders. Yeah, he comes with the father and all the baggage that goes with that. So that I'm not crazy about. But again, they can cut him, they can trade him. They don't need to play him. He's just another insurance policy. So let's see what happens. Let's see how they play it. It'd be kind of interesting. Beautiful day here in Arizona, 85 and sunny. That's good. You haven't heated up yet. Stuart Flip Flops, how are you? How is China today? Grew up in Denver watching the Broncos. They changed the stadium for the money will always be mile high. Yeah, Russell Wilson, yeah. Yeah, Denver, the drive with Elway killed the Browns. That was a really, really sad day for us. I mean, I spray painted my shoes orange. That's how into it I was. Only to have Elway just, that sucked. Russell Wilson was the guy from Seattle. Yeah, he went to Pittsburgh, right? And then they got rid of him now too. And he went. Where did he go now? Carter stopped sucking up Captain Bill. Yep, and now he's gone from Denver. Go Navy. Army. Hey, Buzz, I'm running a little late. That's okay, Steve. I'm late on comments here. I saw your app on the Menards website. Good luck. Yeah, that's too far for me. Trevon Henderson, but yeah, he's pretty. Trevion, yeah. Tom Brady got picked in the 6th round, and how many Super Bowls did he win for? Yeah, but that was because of the coach. That wasn't all Brady. Belichick he was a mastermind. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. If the Browns, remember he was coaching the Browns. Can you believe that? He was with the Browns. Had Bill Cowher. Bill Cowher was special teams. You had Belichick. You had Nick Saban. You had another guy. That if they just would have let that go and Art Modell wouldn't have got rid of that team in was it 94, 93, 94, whatever it was. If he wouldn't have got rid of them, sold that team and given it to Baltimore, they could have been a dynasty. And it could, instead of talking about New England and Tom Brady, you could be talking about the Browns, because the next year, the draft pick that the Ravens got, that Ozzie Newsome was over there, and they picked who was that middle linebacker? Yeah, I had to just name in my head just now. The Ravens linebacker, forgot now. But anyway, they picked him, and he possibly could have been a Brown. So who knows? Warren Buffett is still working. Yeah. Community service. As long as it doesn't come with a striped shirt. There's a point where I want to get paid for a whole lot of work. Yeah, if you're doing a lot, let's go and fall in love with a dog, maybe 2. New England picks Kobe Mine. I don't know who he is. Angela, I feel the same way. Community services for rich people. Hi, Sherry. Hey, Cartoon Mark, how you doing? Oh, you just turned 50. So you're a young guy yet. Oh, you have a house in Cottonwood. Okay. You're jealous of all us retired folks, huh? Unless something unexpected happens, I'll never work again. Volunteer you. Yeah, and that's fine. You choose your path, right? You choose your path. I mean, I talk about it. I'm talking about it, but I could walk in the door the first day and just say, oh, this ain't for me. But, I wouldn't mind picking up a few extra bucks, whether it be YouTube or whether it be outdoor, I just so used to getting that paycheck. I mean, we all probably struggled at one time getting that paycheck. And I just don't ever want to be like, yeah, I don't want to work, but I wouldn't mind getting some extra cash, just some extra play money to do what I want with, because I don't want to touch my savings. I really don't. And I got that bill coming up for the electric thing I have to get done. So, and yeah, it's not a big amount, but still it's enough that, and I haven't taken any money since I retired except $1,000, which, trying to live on Social Security. So when you have to take out 4,200, that's like 4 years worth of, that's how I look at it in my wee little brain. That's the problem. So, I'd like to pick up a little bit more here and there while I'm young. I'm only 65. When I'm 70, 68, 69, 70, maybe I won't think like that anymore. I mean, my knees are getting a little bit cranky. So, otherwise the body's pretty good except for the knees. But I just, while I'm younger, why not try something, especially like I said, in the wintertime. Because, I can wintertime really sucked for me. I can't tell you enough that it's not about being busy. It's just about not being able to be out and either out in the garage or out doing yard work or something in the wintertime. and looking at that snow and the cold and the bleakness every single day for months and months, it just sucks. Then yeah, it's easy to go. Let's go to Florida for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or the whole winter. But you got animals here. You got a house to take care of, and then you got to pay somebody to come over, and and people do that, but that can get a little complicated too. Hi from Canada, Irene Baker. How are you? If I'm missing anybody, just throw up another comment. Mason Graham is a beast. Okay, cool. Yeah, Browns do have negotiating advantage with QB room. Yep. Hey Gary, try to get this done here. Kevin Stefanski's from Philly. I didn't know that. Won't be long until we start turning. the Sheeter. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. I'm going to call him Sanders. Sanders Retirement Garage. Yeah, that's right, KDZ. I got that when my boss gave. He didn't give me that particular one, but when I had my cancer in 2014. That's one of the things. He's an Indian guy, and you know he has a different philosophy on things. Coming from his country, and that's kind of their philosophy in India. Not to get well, he does get excited, but don't ruin today trying to think about tomorrow and all the problems tomorrow and the next day, and you kind of ruin your day today. He was always that kind of had that mindset, and he tried to, when I had my cancer, he tried to install that into me was, don't worry about the things you can't control. Don't don't ruin today's happiness because you're thinking about tomorrow and the next month and the next year. And it kind of worked for me. So, and I know everybody's, and the reason I put that up because everybody's, the stock market, this, the that, the this, the that, all the different problems. So let it go. Just let it go. Captain Billy, we're discussing football is almost as bad as. Sorry, Ricardo. 73 in Yorktown. Orange, great color for Oklahoma State University Cowboys. How you doing? You guys get a chance. One of the things, and we don't talk about it enough, is getting that exercising in. Like we just did 30 minutes. We just did another 30-minute aerobics exercise. I can't remember who the girls were watching now, but yoga and chair Tai Chi with Gail. Check out her channel. She's got some easy exercise type stuff that you can do. So if you get a chance, check out her channel. She's got some pretty good content out there. Nothing super strenuous, but for you old fogies out there, check her out. I'm not an old fogey yet. Yes, I am. But no, check her out because that's a good channel, and we can't underestimate. Someone commented to me the other day and said, "Motion is lotion." And motion is lotion for your body. So the more you move, the more you got lotion. But no, it's true. So check out her channel. I think you'd like it. Colts fan here. Did the strange small pony find his way back? No, he was so big. My neighbor Mark over here, he's got a couple dogs, and I text him. He was watching the Cavs game, and he came out and he said he didn't know whose dog it was. We thought it was a neighbor a couple of doors down, but it wasn't. The guy across the street, he was taking his garbage out. And I said, "Jerry, come here a minute." So he comes across the street and I said, "You ever seen this dog before or small pony?" And he says, "No, he's never seen it." So I thought another neighbor down that way might have been hers. So, and I stood out in the front and walked it around for about half hour and nobody was looking for it. Usually you'll see a car come down to their flashers on and looking around, or you'll see somebody walking with a flashlight. So I just took them up. I called the police station, and it's not far from me, about a mile. And I put that lumbering pony in my car and took him to the police station. They have a little kennel, little cage, and they scanned him. And he didn't have a tag on, and he wasn't chipped. So, but I posted it on Facebook. The police posted it on Facebook. It got passed around. You know how that people share all that stuff, and eventually the owner. They never said anything on Facebook, but they ended up going up there because the police basically said owner came and got it. So, but I haven't seen it since. Washington Redskins fan. Sorry about that. As for Belichick, we'll see how he does in North Carolina. Hey, Belichick, I don't know. His girlfriend? Nah, I don't know. HTTR. Good to see the captain in the house. That makes one of us. But and Brady won Super Bowl with a different coach. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Mary. You're right. Modell should be in the Hall of Fame. Wrong. Ray Lewis. Thanks, Rich. Yeah, I had it in my. It was right there, but I couldn't remember. But yeah, Browns could have had Ray Lewis. They could have kept Belichick as a coach. They could have had those other coaches. I mean, Bill Cowher was talked about being a head coach, and they nixed him, and that turned out to be another fiasco. Browns just can't. I don't think they can ever get over the top and get into the Super Bowl. Not in my lifetime. There's just too many things that happen to them that they'll never get there. I'm getting there. How much seasonal job during the holidays? Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. The older I get, the less I can handle the cold. That seems like the same with me. I'm just too used to it. My brother drove a school bus. Yeah, a couple people have told me that, but the problem with that is you got to go twice a day. You got to go early in the morning, which is not Buzz's favorite time of the day, and then you got to drop everything you're doing in 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and you got to go again for another hour and a half or whatever. No, I could never do the 2 a days. Yeah, you're going to enjoy life you saved to spend. That's good. Retired 2019. That makes sense. You got jury duty all next month. Pac Northwest. Also, I'll have a small paycheck. Yeah, it's real small. Your parking fees will probably be more. I've always enjoyed the change of seasons. Yeah, 3 seasons. Yeah. Nobody can mess up a trade like the Browns. Yeah. How sweet it is. Jackie Gleason. Every night, Sunday night at midnight, I watch Jackie Gleason. The Honeymooners. The old black and white, the old fireworks that starts on the screen. I love that kind of TV. I don't know why, but I have to watch that every Sunday at midnight. You had surgery on December 23rd last year. Medicare is paying 99.5% of the. Ooh, that's great. All right. Take care. Your middle child's birthday. Well, happy birthday. Bunch of 10-year-olds. Oh, boy. You're still a young guy, so have fun. Yeah, Brian, I did I was number 3 on Dwayne's list. Boy, I don't know why, but I was kind of surprised by that shout out. But Dwayne's all right. He's a good guy. And I always, you hear me talking about him all the time because he was the first one he was the first one I actually saw. And he got me involved in YouTube because he was the first person I saw and others may do this, but he was the first person I saw that showed how much he could earn from yakking his jaws. And I thought, geez, I'm pretty good at that. Whether my content's good or not is two different things, but I can jack my jaws. So I thought, man, he could make, 25. He was making $2,500, $3,000, and I'm like, holy crap! Could you imagine making $30,000 in a year for just? I mean, it's just amazing. But of course, I'll never get to his level. But he's got the scenery. He's got that look to him. Two things that I don't have here. But he does a great job. And he has good content, a lot of good content. So he was really a joy to watch. He exercised mentally as well as physically. That's right. The Slate is a new electric pickup under 20,000 made in the USA. Really? Who's making that? I missed who's making that? I just spent 400 at the gym and the easy bike. It was enough to get the heart going for a while. That's good. Thanks, Noreen, for putting that link out. Hey, Theo, how are you doing? Have you planted? No gardens yet. Nope, it's too early. Like I said, it's going to be 40 some degrees tonight. I'll probably plant some cold crops soon, like radishes and stuff like that. Probably next week, maybe I'll throw them in. But we technically shouldn't plant for another couple of weeks. They say around Memorial Day, really, but I'll probably bring it, a couple of weeks, 2 weeks from now, probably I'll get some stuff out there. I noticed Mark's up here just got some flowers and plants out, tomato plants, and they were 3 for $5. And then I think Home Depot, I saw when I was driving by, I think they had 10 for $5. So plants are getting expensive too. Maybe it's always been that way, but it seemed expensive to me. Yeah, yeah, JB, you're right. No go on the yeah. That's the other thing with the bus driving. Not only is it two times a day, but you got to deal with those. As my daughter used to say, you got to deal with the smelly kids. And just think about all the germs that they're dragging around. Nah, that's one nice thing about being retired. I haven't gotten sick. I mean, in 18 months, yeah, I probably came down with this or that, but nothing that's like I used to get. When you pay a number one pick and 20 for a number four pick, that's just bad. Hats off to Buzz, Dwayne, and Steve for sharing their story and journey. Yeah, Steve just did some work today too. Oh, thank you, Kristen. Remember the $30 per hour in Seattle? Oh yeah, that's right. Big rain this week allowed for the volunteer okra to come up. Mid-May is when we start planting in Southwest Ohio. Yeah, yeah. I figured mid-May for us too. I'll take a chance. Well, at least the cold crops because they'll, that's fine. Ooh, let's see. All right, I think I'm caught up. If I missed one of you, just throw out a comment again. I think I got caught up on this here, or else we're frozen. One of the two. So I noticed. Are we frozen? Hope not. Um, I noticed on some of the channels, back Northwest. Thanks. I noticed on some of the channels they have tiers where you could subscribe for $1.99, $2.99, $3.99, $10.99. I don't do that. I had one for 99 cents, but you guys knew from a while ago. You're not frozen, okay? Um, you guys knew from a while ago. I did that for a reason because I was actually going to take the channel private, so to speak. So I did this 99-cent thing because I didn't know how to stop people from commenting crazy stuff. So then I evolved, I learned. So I got rid of all the 99-cent things. And a couple people asked me, I said, hey, I'm not subscribed anymore, because I think I had 6 subscribers. And I said, it's just not worth it. You're not getting anything in return for it. And I'm not one of those that wants to make a video just for a select group and make you pay for that. I don't like the tier system. I'm not into that. But what do you think of this idea? I was just thinking this out loud. So I can get some extra income so I don't have to go to Home Depot or Menards. How about I make videos just for you? So it's $1 a minute. So a 10-minute video just for you would be $10. And you could, nothing crazy. Like, I know Captain Billy's mind is already going, no, Captain Billy, I'm not going to dance in my underwear. But if somebody wanted just a video of something in my area, something that I do, something that really is not good for the masses, where I'm not going to get a bunch of people viewing it, only a few, maybe the garden over here or something over here. Think about that and email me and let me know if that's something you want to do. $1 a minute. This way you get your own personalized video. Maybe I'll wait till I'm more famous, right? So Angela, 1 month, retired financial advisor, but YouTube is flooded with guys like me. Bad Mac. We can always use a financial advisor. Chip is looking at XL shirt or XL. I'm hungry. Got to buy lunch. XL shirt or large t-shirt. XL. Always go XL. Buzz on OnlyFans. No, not like that. You could do one tier on. Yeah, Noreen, maybe you can email me and let me know, because I don't want to rip people off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to make exclusive clubs for people. I just don't like that. The haves and the have. I don't really care for that kind of thing. I don't want to get into that. Eventually I'll get my hats and t-shirts and stuff like that. I'm just trying to make an extra $1 so I don't have to go to Home Depot. No feet, Captain Billy. No. You and Dana, I'll tell you, you guys are nuts. A video of the life of a Browns fan. Oh my God, would that be boring? Steve, I have PayPal. Sounds dangerous. Yeah, it could be. Yak My Jaws t-shirt. Yep. Buzz After Hours. That's right. Who was that guy? Tom Snyder with the Tomorrow Show. I used to watch him too. That was kind of after hours, And then right after him, the national anthem would play and the flag would fly and TV would go right after the Tomorrow Show. What about selling your t-shirts, hats? Yeah, I'm still working on it. I need an agent, but Miss Vicky said no, she wouldn't do it. I need somebody that would set that up for me and do all the work, because I'm kind of lazy. So, and I haven't found anybody to volunteer to do that yet. I'll cut them in for like, I don't know, 0.5% or something. Need to correct a few. Browns traded their 6 to the Seattle and acquired Sanders, essentially gave up nothing to get him. Right, Eric, right. I'm sorry, Captain Billy. I've known channels that added memberships and the regular subs. Well, yeah, exactly. I'm just not a fan of it. And I know even why do I can't remember these? Who is the girl that does like a lot of I-bonds and stuff like that? Now, she's a financial person, so maybe you could pay more for financial advice. I can understand that. Diamond Nest Egg, that's who it is. I can understand, because she's got tiers, and I can understand if you're going to get financial information from if she's a certified financial planner, which I don't know if she is or not. I haven't followed her that well. But I can understand that you'd pay for like information. There's nothing wrong with that. But just a regular Joe like me, trying to offer something different, and you pay $2.99 or $5.99 a month, where someone else isn't going to get that. I just don't like that idea. I just never did. Maybe I'm leaving money on the table, but so be it. I want to buy the IDC merchandise. Y'all stay up really late. I do. I'm that's one of my problems. That's one of my problems with my retirement, because I'm a third shift person, actually. Find a part-time position that works for you, like selling cars, maybe, huh? You could remind people of the thanks button on the videos. Yeah, super thanks. Yeah, I've always watched Tom Snyder too. Maybe a T-shirt that says "Retired Lunatic." Yeah, I mean, there's lots of ideas. Email them to me. Like I said, one of you wants to be my agent. Now's the time before I get super famous. And Captain Billy can't. He can't do it. I'm not sure. I mean, from Menards to agent, I'm not sure. Yeah, Gary. He always said, "Be back in 2 minutes and 5 seconds." I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Oh, 2 and 2. Didn't he used to go like, "I'm back in 2 and 2"? Yeah, that's right. Wow, you're bringing back some memories there. Yeah, chain smoker. You better believe it. He was the original chain smoker back when you could smoke on TV with no problem. Yeah, CRS. That's me. I got that. Talk to Mummy and Monkey. They got a Teespring store for T-shirts and mugs. I'll have to talk to them and see. Because I think they're out of Parma somewhere too, if I remember. I haven't seen a lot of their posts lately. Matter of fact, it's been like maybe a month or two since I've seen anything from them. Have you heard from them? Have you seen anything? One channel I watch, he does memberships and he has lives when he plays his music. Plus, about a career in bathroom remodel. Yeah, that's right. I could really stretch that out, especially if I get paid by the hour or get paid by the day. Well, we got the electric getting worked on Monday, so that'll be out of the way. Then I can put the walls up. So there's always something that just slows me down a little bit. So best way to become a millionaire is start with $1 billion. That would be me. That would definitely be me. Buzz, were you paid more due to? No, I wasn't on third shift, Jerry. I just have a third shift body. As soon as I love going to bed late and sleep. I'll get my 8 hours in, but I don't go to bed. I don't actually go to bed until 2 a.m. And then I get up around 9, 9:30, 10 sometimes. So I'm just not one of, I see you guys out there talking to Europe at 5, 6 in the morning all the time. And that's like, I just can't do that. My body, and my wife does. Mrs. Buzz, she gets up early. She's the 5 or 6 person. I'm the total opposite. I'll stay up till 2 a.m. That's usually when I try to watch my YouTube videos and answer comments when it's nice and quiet, nothing going on. So it's kind of nice in a way, because then she's asleep and then she gets a couple hours in the morning where I'm not awake yet. So she can do her stuff around there without me, asking a million questions. So, so it kind of works out, but that's just the way my body's always been. The love connection. The Browns will likely tell Sanders in private, "No, daddy, badmouth." That will cut. Yeah, Eric. Right, he's not guaranteed anything. And you're right, Eric. They could just cut him or trade him. Maybe Teespring will design. I have to find out. If you guys got ideas. Oh, they're in Lakewood? I thought they were in Parma, Captain Billy. Yeah, any of you guys have ideas, just send them over to me. Chuck Woolery back in 2 and 2. What's it, Chuck Woolery? Mummy and Monkey host a movie most Fridays. They haven't done a weekday show in a while. Okay. Hey, Gary, thanks. Up early to go to work. I go to bed by 9 and up at 7. Not me. 9 o'clock? Man, I'm just getting my day started. 140, only 74 likes. That's the way it goes. The Love Connection was 2-2. Tom Snyder said back in 2 minutes, 5 seconds. Oh, okay. Chuck Woolery from The Love Connection. The only thing I remember The Love Connection was in that movie Ghost when the two, was it sisters, talking to Whoopi Goldberg, and you should get on The Love Connection. I think that's what they said, right? Yeah, I probably watched that maybe once or twice. I no. The Dating Game was kind of cool though. I mean, you got some people that turned out to be stars on there, and some people, I guess, there was a couple people that turned out to be murderers. So that's kind of interesting. I'm so old. Why do I know Tom Snyder? Because you're so old. Hey, Sharon Walsh Thompson, you found the live. How are you doing tonight? Now, where are you from? Where are you calling from, caller? You should do a job 3 to 11. You would love it. No, if I did any kind of job like that, it would be. I got a guy who emailed me and he said that Walmart by me, they do stocking shelves from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. That would be a shift I would do. That would be something I would do. But I just want to work part time. I don't want to work a full shift. But he says he likes it. He's been doing it for a while. I think he said he started out as just kind of a thing to do for a minute, and then he's been there for a couple of years. He says he kind of likes it there. It's not bad. The Dating Game. Yep. Oh, you're in Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay. Match Game on YouTube. Talk about. Oh, there's so many good things, Alton. There's so many good shows. Dialing for Dollars. Yeah. Numbers from the phone book. Oh, geez, really? You need a new T-shirt. Got 2 holes there, Buzz. Wash the car with that shirt. I know. I know. I know. Where's my? They're right here. It's always opposite on this. I got the 2 hole. That's my holy shirt. That's. I shouldn't use that. Is it too soon? This is my Pope shirt. My holy shirt. Too soon? The Newlyweds. When was the last time you made whoopee? Hey, Dr. Cornelius. You remember the one? They always talk about this. I better not. This is well, it's not a family channel, but basically he asked the girl where she liked to have sex, and yeah, we'll just leave it there. You can look it up. Look up on Chat GPT. Check that one out. The other shirt is a classic. That's right. Cleveland Browns. That's right. A Family Feud. Yeah, Richard Dawson. He was kind of a, well, you look at a lot of these hosts and stars and stuff, and their backgrounds. Richard Dawson was a real pervert. Back from his Hogan Hero days, and look him up. He's kind of interesting guy. Sharon, you're ready for bed at 9, up at 5. Card Sharks. Oh, that's an old one. I've applied to bookstores, the library, even down museum, all part time if I get higher grade. If not, okay, yeah, cool. Great. The Family Fears one was prize movie with John Lanigan. Absolutely. Yeah, John Lanigan on what was it? WGAR? No. I can't remember the channel he was on. 12, not 1260, 1220. AM 1220, I think, wasn't it? Wear that shirt to the golf course. 2 holes in one. That's right. Jackie, JB, yeah, you're right. Best game show answer ever. You're gonna get dinged. Yeah, I don't think so. Now, YouTube hasn't dinged me yet for anything. I mean, we run a clean show here. I can imagine some other channels are a little bit out there. Have my first mater. Oh, you got a tomato already? Wow. Magic 105. Yeah, but didn't Captain Billy and Eric, was it Magic 105, but wasn't he on AM radio too in the past? Wasn't it like 1220 or something on AM? Or are you too young for that? You might be. Do you journal? Yes. Do you keep a running list of things that have to be completed? No. Nope, because she keeps a list for me. But I don't make lists because then I feel obligated to finish them. And I'm too lazy for that. But I do keep a journal. I started that last January, no, January 2024. I started. And I like, as a matter of fact, I was just looking back the other day. So I just keep like the highlights of the day, when I did this, what I did here, what I did there, and I just jot it down. It's nothing real formal. It's just, basic stuff. With Jimmy Malone. Yep. Did you ever used to watch Johnny Carson? All the time? All the time. Yeah, just Mike's take. Yep, we were just talking about Sanders. Yeah, that's a good pick. Late in the draft, nothing wrong with it. Captain Billy and the Buzz Show. Yeah, I got, as a matter of fact, Carl and me are going to do a side-by-side live. I think Carl volunteered. And if he didn't, he just did. So we're going to test out Carl first. Your husband's the list maker? Nah, I just don't like lists. I get an idea in my head of what I need to accomplish. Like I'll wake up and I want to do this, this, or this, and that'll change. And some of it I won't get done. Some of it I will. Oh, you, you watched a clip of the Newlywed Game? So, Noreen, do you want to describe what the answer was? Carson's on YouTube. Yeah, he's on a regular. Well, we watch cable, so he's on some of the cables. Yeah, it's Richard Dawson. He is, yes, the FTM 22. Yes, he um, back in the day. He, well, I'll just let you guys check it out. Yeah, Carl, you emailed me and you said you wanted to do a show with me. Come on. You said you were going to take over for Captain Billy while he was out, and you were moving in, and you were basically going to, take over the show. Don't you remember that? Captain Penny, that's right. Tubi has a lot of old shows. Yeah, I got the Roku. Someone sent me a Roku. Thank you. A while back, and if you ever get a Roku, look up the Houlihan and Big Chuck shows. I think it's called Houlihan and Big Chuck or Big Chuck and Little John, one of the two. I've been spending a lot of time watching the movies on there. They got old time movies and then they do skits. It's a Cleveland thing, but it's pretty cool, and you can get that on the Roku channel. Yeah, Noreen, that was one of the classics. Okay, Pam, you went for it. You went for it, Pam. All right. Yeah, we can split the income. That's right, Carl. It would be just hey, Rich. It would be just a 10-minute thing, because I got that. I was telling you last week, and I forgot about it this week. That program, that free program that lets you guys do a split screen with me. I wanted to, and I said I was going to try to do it midweek. That's what I said. And I never got a chance midweek to do a live. I just busy doing too many other things. So I'll try to do that maybe next week just to experiment. Rich sent all the girlies threw themselves at him. Eric and Pam are killing me. Seems I remember seeing that Newlywed when it was first aired. How do you split a quarter? Hmm. Yeah, I just, I watch a lot of, like I watch Combat. I watch a lot of the old shows. I just think they're, I don't want to say better. They're just different than what's out there now. Um, I've told you many times before, Twilight Zone, um, Lost in Space. I have the DVDs. Um, just all the old shows. The ones I grew up with. To me, they're just so much better. And Dick Van Dyke Show. I mean, he's still alive. He's going to hit 100 this December. He's still got that with Mary Tyler Moore. He's still got that show that comes on right before the Honeymooners on Sunday nights. It's actually 2 half-hour episodes. The Ghoul on Saturdays. That's right. Eric, you're right. Are you still considering a part-time job? Yeah, I'm considering anything. We were just talking about that. I just did a video, Mike. Just did a video before I got on this live, or I posted it, I should say, or uploaded it and released it. Takes a while to upload everything, but I kind of explained that I'm not retired. I'm between jobs. That's my new phrase now. What is Combat on? I don't remember the channel, Ronald. I don't remember. Because I still have cable, so I have all these, TV Land. I got all these channels, and I'm a clicker guy, like most guys are, and I just go and I find it, and I just know that it's going to be on. I think they do 2 half-hour shows, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't remember the actual channel. But Combat, I think you can pick those up on YouTube. I think I remember doing it, watching a couple of them on YouTube. Lost in Space Blu-rays. I got them too. Hey, great minds think alike. Yeah, I got the black and white versions. The first shows. As it got later into the color and later into the seasons, it kind of got a little weird, but I still enjoy it. And I got the book signed by Billy Mooney. He had a book with Angela Cartwright, and I got his signature on a book. And he's doing pretty good. I follow him on Facebook. He seems like he's still playing music and stuff. Bonanza, Star Trek, My Favorite Martian, Petticoat Junction, Combat, and Kojak. Yep. My Favorite Martian is always good. Bonanza, not so, I don't care about Bonanza too much. Star Trek, absolutely. I probably know every single episode, just like a lot of you guys. Jackie Gleason and the Honeymooners. Night Stalker was great. That's still on sometimes too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's still on. You have the original Star Trek Blu-rays. Oh, cool. They're a little pricey. What was that for? Giant carrot monster, right? That was one of the things they say that was no good. Barney Miller, yep. Andy Griffith, Partridge Family. I still like the Partridge Family. What's for dinner? Every couple of weeks we have frozen pizza. Gunsmoke, I had to watch Gunsmoke. Oh, $13.99. Gunsmoke, I had to watch it with my father-in-law. Every Sunday we went over there, we had to watch Gunsmoke with him. Star Trek. Don't forget Hawaii Five-0. Da, 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 da. Yep. Retired. You like the Westerns, huh? Captain Kangaroo, Rifleman. Yeah, I want one of those rifles too. I think Big. What's it called? Big. There's a rifle company out there that makes that handle. He's got that Chuck Norris had, not Chuck Norris. Douglas was in a Douglas. He had that. It was a round thing, more rounder on his rifle. I still want one of those. Oh, you had pizza tonight, huh? All right. Let me get caught up here for newer stuff. Does anyone like? Yeah, Big Bang Theory is great. I wish they would keep going with that show. That's a great show. Probably one of the best. Right now, we're just watching Ghosts and what's the one with she had the baby and the kid a shoot off from what was the name of that one? Somebody Loves. I don't know what the heck was that one's called. But we watched that one too. Quantum Leap was a great show. Just a great show. Chuck Connors, yeah. George and Mandy's First Marriage. That's it, Pam. You're right. We watched that one. Mandy and Georgie. Yeah, we watched that one. Okay. Lever action Winchester. Right. I want one of those guns. I really do. I told my wife I was going to put it up on the mantle, and she says, "No, you're not." All right. So we're really late. It's an hour and 4 minutes already. So let's do Mrs. Buzz picked a number today from 0 to 100 for our $25 gift card. If you haven't been here before, we do this every Saturday night for a $25 gift card that I will send out to you via your email. I usually try to get this done before it gets too late so you guys can go off and do what you need to do. So sorry I'm a little late. Hey, Jen. Hey, Jen. Look at that, Jen. Look at that, Jen. Look at that, Jen. So email me, Jen. I think you were the only one. You guys could help me double check. Man, I was pretty quick, so I don't think I missed it. 280 zone, where you at? You checking me out? No, Katie Z, no. All right, thank you. I appreciate you checking it out. So, Jen, you got my email, I hope. buzzretirementgarage@gmail.com. Where's my I didn't have it put up. So this is how you can get a hold of me if anybody is looking to get a hold of me for any reason. There's the email. Then you could text me at the Google phone. And I'll put this back. So yeah, just email me. I think I'm caught up with everybody on the gift cards. I think everybody's received them because I send them, then you have to receive it. And sometimes people acknowledge that they got it, but they don't receive it, and that's part of the transaction. You have to receive it. Even my brother didn't do that. I had to tell his wife to, hey, can you have my brother receive the card? So that was for something else for Christmas, but no, his birthday, I think. His birthday was in December. His birthday is a few days after Christmas, so I got him a gift card too. Because I guess I shouldn't say that, but instead of shopping for him, it's easier to do it. So, yeah, Dale, thank you. You're going to send your credit card? I tell you what, those electricians, $4,200, boy. I don't know. I need a part-time job for that. Yep, my dad's bank does the same thing. Have to accept it to go through. Yeah. Yes, I just got. I don't know where you've been. Were you cooking, Katie? Because I said the Roku. I was watching Big Chuck and Little John, or Who Had a Big Chuck on the Roku. Where were you when I spent 2 minutes talking about that? Were you in the kitchen fixing something? Fixing something good to eat. Remember that? The old Cleveland skinny boy from Cleveland. Do you remember that one? Eric, do you remember that one? Captain Billy? What was that? Skinny boy from Cleveland. Who was that? Gonna sit down in my kitchen, fixing something good to eat. Remember that one? Hey, Rich, take care. All right, Nancy, thank you. Shopping on Amazon. Book them, Dano. Yeah, she's got potatoes in her ears. Maybe she's cooking potatoes or something, huh? We should be nice to Katie Z. She takes good care of us. Alex Bevan, that's right. I'm glad you guys are here to tell me all these names I forget. But he was kind of a one-hit wonder, I guess, right? All right, thank you, Ricardo. Yeah, anytime you guys want to log off here, I hate to keep you more than an hour. I know, your time is precious, even though most of you are retired. Hey, it's still your time, and I appreciate you coming by and watching. And me and Captain Billy, we're going to have an all-night party, so you can stay or you can get on. I certainly won't be mad if you got to go. I really appreciate you staying for a full hour with me. That's really nice. Monty Python's Flying Circus and Benny Hill. Hey, Tim. The Y files. What's the Y? Not the X files, but the Y files. Old radio dude. Have fun in Minnesota. All right. Thank you, Noreen. Yeah, Kathy. Thank you. No, Mrs. Buzz. She said she would put the pizza in the oven whenever. And I told her, I said, just go ahead and cook it. I eat cold pizza. I mean, who doesn't, right? Yeah, you'd rather chat than do the house cleaning, right? Hey, Theo, how's uh how's your area? You had storms, Theo. You had storms for a while, a couple days ago or something. Everything's working out okay now. I haven't checked the Weather Channel lately. I just knew we were getting some bad weather. And Benny Hill's still on too, Ricardo. Hey, Carlos, thank you. Jen, swing by Menards tomorrow noon. I'll be in the paint, not the apartment, just covered in satin white exterior. DiGiorio. Thank you, Bobby Mosier. Raining and lightning now. Man, you're always getting raining and lightning and tornado possibilities. That's weird. I don't know how you people like live in the mid states like Kansas and all those states where there's so many tornadoes all the time. I couldn't deal with that. You're gonna go hang out with your sister. Since it's my last day here for now. I don't know what that means. Beautiful in Indiana. Little skinny boy from Cleveland, Ohio. Come to drink your women and chase your beer. That's right, Eric. Hey, keep moving. How are you? Tony's Pizza? No, it's we only get the pizza from Sam's Club or Costco. And Sam's Club had a different kind of pizza this time. And we only get it from there because the Costco pizza has is gluten free. You can get a Kirtland Supreme, and it's pretty cheap. I think you get two in a box. Is it two in a box for like 11 something. I mean, if I go out my local pizza places, which I like to send them the money too, but man, with pizza and wings, a couple pizzas and wings, you're getting close to $60. I mean, it's crazy how much stuff costs. You've been working on a quilt. Oh, so this is a nice break. Yeah, Pepper, get your fingers a break, right? Texas was getting hit a few days ago. Oh, you're heading back to Tucson in the morning. Okay, sorry. At the cabin, so might lose power here soon. About to get hit. Oh man, yeah, that's not good. I see. It's storms are okay. I mean, but when you're sleeping, and then all of a sudden you wake up and you got all kinds of tornado warnings or whatever going on, and it's like I couldn't do that all the time. In Cleveland, we just don't get that. I mean, we get some storms and stuff, but we don't get very many tornadoes. Once in a while. Have you had the yes, Noreen, Mrs. Buzz? That's all she eats is the cauliflower pizza from Costco. Agent 99, yeah, Brian, that Maxwell Smart. That was a pretty good show with Agent 99. All right, thank you, Gary. Yeah, so I just lost my train again. Anyway, so tonight uh, we're gonna call it a show. We're gonna call it a night, and I think Captain Billy and a few others are gonna go on and on and on, right, Captain Billy? All right, Jerry, we'll see you. Steve, take care. Yeah, back to the cleaning. Sorry. All right, Pack. Jay, take care. I know, Captain Billy. You've been missing so much time, though. You just want to keep going. Large area for Monday, severe weather. Don't think it'll hit Cleveland. No, I think we're supposed to start warming up. So that'll be nice. See you, Katie. Plain Fun 42. Take care, JNP 96. Take care. Time for the Captain Billy show. Hey, Slim. Yeah, we'll see you guys. I'll go in and eat and have some nice cold pizza or warm pizza, depending on how she feels. Repairs rule. How you doing? You just caught the end. We're just leaving right now. You can talk with Captain Billy, though, if you'd like. See you, Sherry. All right, Jen. Take care. See you, Lynn. Yeah, the Billy After Hours show. Like the Tomorrow Show with Tom Snyder. It'd just be Tom Captain Billy. See you, Slim. All right, you guys. I will sign off here, and I'm going to try to do a midweek, and I'll see if I can get Carl to join us midweek or somebody. Once I learn how to figure this out, I'll send an email to that person, and I'll try to get them to join, and we'll see how that works. And maybe on Saturdays, we can do a dual chat. So it would be me and a guest for maybe, 5-10 minutes, and see how it goes. Hey, peace. All right, Carl, you'll be there. So I know 280 Zone said he had a face for radio, so I don't think he wants to do it. But if anybody out there, you'd like to be, it's a 5 or 10 minutes. It's just us. It's just us and 100 people. So it's no big deal. Saturdays with a mystery guest. Repairs rule. Check your email. Okay, I will. Thank you. That's 2 of us. Carl, we got to get, should we get Captain Billy or not? I'm kind of worried. Maybe if he wears that mask, we'd be okay. What do you think? So you just chat about stuff but in person, I guess. You're gorgeous. Pick you. It ain't about gorgeous. It's not about that. It's about getting the faces to the name. Because why is it? It's not fair. It's not fair that you know my face, but I don't know yours. So Alton and Katie, and I've seen repairs rules. I know what Dave looks like. So yeah, you should be on there. Matter of fact, Captain Billy should have his own YouTube channel. Let's see if we can't get that started. Now, Peace, you can. Hey, I'm telling you. Yeah, I know 280 Zone. The few videos that I've seen of yours, yeah, you're nowhere to be found. All right, guys. We'll see you maybe midweek. Anybody that could join, maybe midweek. We'll see. We could talk about Red Stadium. Alex Bevan. Yeah, Ron. That's I think Eric or somebody said that. Alex Bevan. That's right, Ron. But thank you. Thank you. All right, take care. We'll see you maybe midweek. Pepper, you need to do a video. Get those videos out. And we'll see you maybe midweek, and I'll play around with that program and see if we can get somebody on midweek, maybe Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah, well, that's Noreen. You're right. So once I figure out how to do all this, and I can do it seamlessly without having any issues, then I'll invite Steve and Dwayne, and there's a whole bunch of people I'd really love to invite. Whether they do it or not, it's up to them. But I would certainly invite many of the ones that we watch together. And you know who the people we're talking about. The Nicole's and the just a whole bunch of people out there that I'd like to get with. But anyway, we'll see you, and thank you so much for attending, and take care.